This is the main facility that caters to Himalayas' global pharmaceutical demands and the first herbal manufacturing facility in India to be EU GMP compliant. Millions of products roll out of this world-class facility every day. And seeing to it that every single product adheres to the strictest global standards is a skilled and committed workforce.
I'm Rajesh. I am responsible for all the activities in the plant, including quality and productivity. When I get into the bus, I just close my eyes, I relax for some time. I keep thinking, I do my homework there. What are the list of things I have to do?
The built-in area of this facility is around 150,000 square feet, which is spread over 4 floors with 400 workmen and 30 pharmacists working in a supervisory role.
In this facility, we manufacture tablets, capsules, liquids and ointments. Each and every area has got its own targets. We produce over 9 to 10 million tablets per day, 20 to 25,000 liquid bottles per day, ointments over 15,000 per day. Personally, I am very proud to be Himalayan over 12 years. This facility is like...
We started this meant with us. We went to several parts of India and selected the best machinery. We inspected them and got them here.
We have meticulously selected the workmen and trained them to international standards. Every single pill which is manufactured and packed, it is our commitment, our responsibility as a team. We should give the customer a quality product. I want to be in this plant till I retire.
Along with Rajesh, over 6,000 Himalaya employees worldwide are committed to the company's seed.
Good afternoon to all and welcome all our respectable delegates, senior professors, lecturers and all participants with this valedictory session of the 6th International Conference on Medicinal Plants, Herbal Products and Hydroponics and 8th International Conference on Ayurveda, Unani, Sidda and Traditional Medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, with the collaboration of the Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, Department of Plant Sciences, University of Colombo, Industrial Technology Institute, Colombo, Prince of Songkla University, Thailand, University of Abdurrab, Indonesia, in collaboration with Department of Botany, Sri Venkateshwara University, Thailand, Tirupati, India, University of Bengkulu, Indonesia. This proudly present. This conference showcases recent advances in research and developments in medicinal plants, herbal products, and hydroponics. The conference serves as a platform where aptitude and enthusiasm interconnects with the full spectrum of drug products and serves explore innovation, solutions, provoking strategies to explore innovations in herbal products. Research making the conference perfect platform to share proficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, first time ever in the IIM, Dr. G.S. Prem Kumar, Professor Patirage Kamal Pereira, Organizing Secretary, ICMPHP 6 2022, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, Coordinator, International Conference on Ayurveda, Unani, Sidda and Traditional Medicine 2022, Senior Lecturer, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, Dr. P.R. Varatana, Coordinator, in International Conference of Ayurveda, Unani, Sidda and Traditional Medicine 2022, Senior Lecturer, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, Dr. M.H.M. Hafid. Dear esteemed guests, this warmly welcome to you to grace us to the head table. Research. Research is search again and again, searching for new knowledge. In the history of Institute of Indigenous Medicine, today is a very special day for us. A leader can direct, guide, and influence the behavior and work towards accomplishment of specific goals, stimulating subordinates to work with confidence capacity to influence the attitudes towards the realization of the goals. Leaders are required to develop future visions and to motivate the visions to persuade others to seek objectives enthusiastically. ICAUST 2022 and 6th International Conference on Medicinal Plants, Herbal Products and Hydroponics achieved the success with the pioneering attitude, confident direction to the success at Institute of Indigenous Medicine, none other than the Director of the Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo. It's my privilege to invite Conference Co-Chairperson, Director of the Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, Senior Professor Priyani A. Parnagama to welcome this esteemed gathering to the valedictory session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Today, we are going to conclude the conference. That's a 3 days conference. So, this is the 6th International Conference on Medicinal Plants, Herbal Products, and Hydroponics, and 8th International Conference on Ayurveda, Unani, Sidda, and Traditional Medicine. I am very happy to announce that we came to this valedictory session now after having 3 heavy days. So I warmly welcome all of you for this valedictory session. And also let me talk a few words about the the conference and organization of this conference, what we had done last 3 days. But we actively participated last 3 days, but more than 3 months we were working for and getting ready for this conference. So I warmly welcome the team. Come to Professor G. Sudarsanam, Conference Chair of ICMPHP 2022, for you have given your fullest support to us to organize this conference from the starting day that we decided to collaborate with you until now. So to this moment. So I really appreciate the guidance, support, and also your commitment to make this event a success. You were behind us and always searching everything and giving the support. And that was a very, that support is invaluable. So, and also the other members from India, my warm welcome to Dr. Arun Chandan. He is the Regional Director, Regional-cum Facilitation Center, National Medicinal Plant Board, North Region, India. So you also joined the inaugural session and also stay with us till now. And today also you're going to talk to give a speech at this moment. I really appreciate it. And also we really, we are very happy for your support, encouragement given throughout to organize this event successfully. And also all the other members who's participated this event from India as keynote speakers and also plenary speakers. Yeah, I warmly welcome you. I see that most of you are participating here, and also you share your valuable experience, thoughts with the participants of this conference. And I really like and appreciate your participation to this conference too. And I warmly welcome Chairman of the Industrial Technology Institute, Dr. Sirimal Premakumara. You are the one, who help us to make this strong collaboration. Introducing Professor Sudarsanam and work with us and collaborate with the Plant Science Department of University of Colombo and also other members of the, Industrial Technology Division. So it was very successful because the networking with other part of the world and also strong collaboration among the institutes in Sri Lanka. So I thank you once again for, helping us to make this event a success. And Dr. Radhika Samarasekara, Director General, and also Professor Ilmi Hewajulige, Dr. Menuka Rawawala, and all the other staff members, researchers from ITI. So they were helping us in many ways to make this event a success. I really appreciate it too. And the team joined from the Department of Plant Science, starting from head of the department and Dr. Tilni Pereira, Dr. Ruani, and all the other members. And that give us the light to the conference, introducing hydroponics part to this conference too. We also thinking of having hydroponics in IIM too, with your help. So I warmly welcome all of you for this valedictory event. And thank you once again for your help and the encouragement with us, and also having this, the training session parallel to this conference. You were organizing training participants on the conference too. And I warmly welcome all both heads of the department, Unani and Ayurveda, Professor Molligoda and Professor Shifa, and also all the staff members, coordinating secretary from Sri Lanka, Professor Kamal Pereira, and coordinators of the conference, Dr. Varathan, Dr. Hafid, and all other staff members. They work as a team and successfully completed 3 days without any, any complaints or no. It was really successful. I have been, even to the Zoom, and I have realized it, it was very, very successful conference. I really thank you all for doing this. credit should be given to them as the organizing committee, because they work hard and they had few sleepless nights to make this conference come to this stage in a successful way. My big thanks to all of you. And even today, the Vice Chancellor is not possible to join, but he is as the leader of this University of Colombo. I must thank him first for giving us the encouragement and guidance to organize this conference too. And also, I warmly welcome all the session chairs, abstract reviewers, and participants. They are the live wires because of their presentations and the reviewers, they have selected the screen, abstract submitted, and the screen, and they approved all the good quality presentations, abstract to present here today. And I thank you all as well. And the IT group who participated from IT unit of IIM. I warmly welcome, and that is not enough because of your the support and the unstinted help given to us, that we were managed to run this conference without any interruption. My warm welcome, and also I really appreciate your dedication and the help. Throughout these 3 days, I know you work hard and be with us, so you had to give the credit for that, because this is a hybrid mode. Many participants joined through the Zoom and wanted to listen to the abstract. So you have given you have provided the facilities for all of them. And so this is not the last. Is my final thank to the whole team of IIM, both Ayurveda and Unani, academic staff members, non-academic staff members, administrative staff members. More importantly, our sponsors. They all are welcome and given the help, and that is the success behind this conference today. Thank you very much. Organize this type of conference in future, probably next year too. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, dear madam, for your inspiring thoughts to motivate this session today. Recognizing the accomplishment, recognizing the dedication and the efficient personalities made this event successful. Great achievements always depends on the commitment of all the people behind the task. It's my privilege to invite Conference Chairperson, ICMPHP, Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati, India, Professor G. Sudarsanam, to address this gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon to all the delegates and the dignitaries on dais and those who are watching live. It is my privilege to thank all my committee members, chairmen. So I was given this opportunity. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I would like to thank Senior Professor H.D. Karunaratne, Vice Chancellor, Colombo University, for permitting us to make this event so successfully here in Colombo. Even though we thought of having travel sessions live from five different countries, from Thailand, that is Patani from Thailand, Pekanbaru, Indonesia, and then Dharmasala from India, Colombo, all this. And then I dreamed differently totally, but my dream somehow due to hacking nowadays, hacking problem, we can't able to do it as I wished. But anyway, this is going to happen again during November 21st, 22nd and 23rd, so that all of us, this is the valedictory function, I once again welcome. At the same time, next year we are also organizing it in Texas. Arun is the Secretary General there, so we are expecting more and more cooperations, and I hope these collaborations between our institution will continue for next year also. So let me thank my team members who made it possible to have a multinational hybrid way of doing it. It's a unique thing which I dreamed, but somehow it was not able to happen. But again, it is going to happen. I keep on trying because of COVID. We have adapted to this type of style, and then I also feel without wasting much travel time and travel expenditure and all. But of course, physically, if you are presenting, it's very good. So let me thank my Indonesian partner and my friend Susi Endrini, rector of Abdurrab University, Pekanbaru, Indonesia, for extending support from Indonesia. And I also thankful to actually, it is, Montreal from Prince Sankala University for readily accepting and acting as international secretary in the beginning, and then they have extended a full support, technical support, especially for virtual poster presentation from Thailand. So that's they have done a lot of extensive work technically. So mostly that will be continued for November also. So they are going to make it happen. Again, I am highly thankful for their team and making the all the arrangements for the event. And then I am thankful to my international secretary, Rajveer Singh, is from the Department of Botany, Khalsa College, Amritsar. He is now working on making the event successfully. But and then we have Wafur Rahman from Abdurrab University. We have Imni from Institute of Technology, Industrial Technology Institute, Colombo, Sri Lanka. And these are my team who has supported me. And then Kamal Pereira, who made it happen here in Sri Lanka as a secretary. So these are 5 secretaries who supported me very well. And then we have, sorry, I'm going up and down, no worry. I have to thank especially Director of Institute of Indigenous Medicine, Priyani, for extending fullest support and making this happen. She was a co-chairman along with me, and then we will continue to work together and many more things to happen. I hope you will allow us the same team to do in different activities, maybe monthly online workshops, maybe online practical trainings in hydroponics. So many I am just dreaming to coming years perhaps. And then coming to my own Secretary General Arun Chandan, Regional Director, National Medicine Plan Board. So he supported me a lot, and then because of him, I could able to stand before you now today. And then we have, apart from these people, I have very important friend of mine since 1997, Sirimala Premakumara, who is very close friend of mine from 1997. That is the first event I have done in Sri Lanka. Within 15 days time, one international workshop is being organized by support of then ITI and that time. So that's how I am thankful to you, sir, once again. And then we are also thankful. In Sri Lanka, we have done like that. Second one in again with the Indian Institute of IIM, Colombo University, Faculty of Sciences, Faculty of Medicine also, Colombo University. That is ICMPHP 3. And then World Congress, last time we have done with the ITI. And this is the fourth event I am doing it from Sri Lanka. So that made me very, very proud to collaborate once again many more years from Sri Lanka. So I have a lot of people who has helped me as a plenary speakers from international level. So from Rani Prakash from UK, and then Rani Vajravelu from USA, Arun Veerasurya, Professor Dr. Shastri, and Aruna Chandan is also going to talk once again. Like this, many people helped us make the event successful. Because I thought we will be taking online all the events together simultaneously, but that has not happened. So it becomes only Sri Lankan unit. Then we thought of introducing plenary talks to make it definitely international. So we would be able to successful in that. We are also, I am also thankful to one man, Mr. Shankar, who could be able to give this program live in the website, YouTube live. So Shankar, who gave extended technical support with the shortest notice, he could be able to prepare some banners and also make it, editing also is completed almost now. So that way he is very fast. His services have been very, very useful for future. And lot of session chairmen and co-chairmen and rapporteurs made this happen by timely, no delay anywhere, and I'm thankful to them. And a lot of people, editorial board and review members made their day and night efforts for making this event successful. So this, I hope if I have forgotten anybody, I'm sorry. I am in total, I'm heartfully thankful to all the people who supported this event successfully. Now I request Dr. Arun Chandan to give his talk, and then we'll continue the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for paying your sincere gratitudes to all the participants, all the personalities behind the success. Adaptability, dedication, and higher levels of communication of these worldly recognized resources to achieve the enthusiastic achievements in the research field, motivating the generation into innovation, inventions, and technological achievements is a great social responsibility. Industrial Technology Institute, Colombo, is performing this task and consisting with such personalities to achieve the goals in research chapters. I would like to invite Chairman, International Advisory Committee, ICMPHP 6, and Chairman, Industrial Technology Institute, Colombo, Sri Lanka, Dr. G.A. Sirimal Premakumara, to address this esteemed gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would like to thank Professor H.D. Karunaratne, Vice Chancellor, University of Colombo, Professor Priyani Parnagama, Director, IIM, Secretary of this conference, the Sri Lankan chapter, Professor Kamal Patirage, from Industrial Technology Institute, the Director General, Professor Radhika Samarasekara, Professor Ilmi Hewajulige, Dr. Menuka Arawawala, and the rest of the team from ITI to making this event a grand success. I met Professor Sudarsanam, the chairman of the ICPMPHP organizing chair. When I was on my vacation leave in India in April 2022, this year. So we were actually discussing how we had organized several of this nature of events in Sri Lanka and elsewhere. So he expressed his interest in having the 6th ICPMPHP in multi-country platforms, where Sri Lanka is also to be one of the centers to have this conference. I immediately wrote to our Vice Chancellor, emailed him, and expressed that the idea of having this conference in Colombo University. So immediately responded to me, and also wrote to the Director IIM, and also to the head of Dean of the Faculty of Science, where he communicated to head of plant science to look after the hydroponics part of the conference. So, the Vice Chancellor could realize the importance of this nature of international conferences on knowledge sharing, as well as technology, acquiring technologies to the country. So as I see a lot of enthusiasm from the staff and the students from IIM, as well as the students from other institutes, universities, different faculties, so much of interest on this conference. And although we are undergoing a very difficult situation at the moment in the country, we see that lot of enthusiasm within ourselves. So that which indicates that we will not, will suffer the problems that we are experiencing right now, throughout. So our young talents, we saw how they are performing their research, development, and technology application interventions during this conference, 3 days of conference. So I was entrusted to look after some of the invited speakers or the plenary speakers, and also to see how we can find the host for the 7th ICPMPHP next year. So I was lucky enough to get hold of Professor Arun Veerasurya from University of Texas at A&M to host the 7th International Conference next year, and also to give a special address at the inauguration session on very important topic that we discuss at the highest level in this country on cannabis, legalizing of cannabis to get foreign revenue, for most needed foreign revenue at the moment for the country. So I must thankful to Professor Arun Veerasurya for enlightening us on the need of the careful science and technology intervention in order to establish the cannabis cultivation and development of various products from cannabis for the future developments. So I'm thankful to all other plenary speakers, the experts in various disciplines from various parts of the world, from USA, from UK, from India, of course, several of the experts from India, especially Dr. Arun Chandan from the Department of Ayush, who planned actually to have this conference, the major part of the conference in India, unfortunately for technical issues that they have encountered. In fact, they invited me to India as the chairman of International Advisory Committee to join with them on the organizing part, as well as join from there for the conference from 7th to 9th. In fact, I had a lot of expectation and dream to visit Himachal Pradesh to join this conference and spend my time there throughout the conference. However, the situation was such that the conference had to be shifted to another venue, which is, according to Professor Sudarsanam, another very interesting venue to have a conference. And because of that, the dates of the conference in India had to be shifted to mid-November. So that also, in a way, had given an opportunity for everybody of us to join with them in November, and maybe some of us can visit this new venue in Amritsar, Punjab, for the Indian chapter of the conference. And I also would see this new concept is actually the most needed way of having conferences in the new normal world, because the traveling has become a problem, really due to the COVID situation, and also due to global recession at the moment. So our other chapters from Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, and so on. So everybody who joined from there also very enthusiastic and very much appreciated. And I take this opportunity to thank everybody, including the people who actually had given their shoulder to make this conference a success. Today, I'm really proud, and I'm standing in front of this podium with a very, very proud person of seeing the conference a grand success. So thank you very much for everybody at IIM, ITI, and Colombo University Plant Science Department. Thank you very much, and we have done it in a style. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your paying gratitude to all the personalities. An event of this dimension can't happen overnight and needs meticulous planning and execution and eye for detail. We are fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very dedicated and motivated who know their task and are very much result-oriented. It means taking a focused approach and putting in the necessary work to achieve goals, making a commitment, allowing to achieve great things. 6th International Conference on Medicinal Plants, Herbal Products and Hydroponics. 8th International Conference on Ayurveda, Unani, Sidda and Traditional Medicine was a successful journey, enlightening event which kept the IIM in a higher elevation. This is the time to memorize, summarize, and positively compile. I would like to invite Coordinator of ICAUST 2022, Senior Lecturer, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, Dr. P.R. Varatana, to express the highlights of the conference. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, all of you. Respected our co-chair person of the conference, our director, Madam, Senior Professor Priyani Paranagama, respected Professor S. Sudarsanam from India, main organizer of the 6th ICMPHP 6 from India, as well as all the delegates at the desk, as well as the dear participants, as physical, as well as on site. Good afternoon, all of you. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for the organizers given me this opportunity to disclose the summary report of the scientific session. This is the summary report of the scientific session of 6th International Conference on Medicinal Plants, Herbal Products and Hydroponics, and 8th International Conference on Ayurveda, Unani, Sidda and Traditional Medicine. It was extended from October 7th to October 9th, 2022. The international conference was held under the theme of Vishwa Ayush Arogyam, or Global Ayush Wellness, hosted by Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, with the collaboration of Industrial Technology Institute of Sri Lanka and the Department of Plant Sciences of University of Colombo, Sri Lanka. There was a scientific session. There was a 9 scientific session covering multidisciplinary research areas and over 186 research papers from Sri Lanka, India, as well as from Iran. We were reviewed, and finally 87 papers were accepted. Among them, 84 papers were presented at the conference. The 9 scientific sessions were chaired and co-chaired by the 18 experts from different disciplines from Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, and the Industrial Technology Institute, Sri Lanka, with the support of the rapporteur and the session coordinators. While coming to the first scientific session, it was chaired by the Professor R.D.H. Kolatunga and co-chaired by the Dr. A.G. Samaravikram. Keynote speech was given by Professor Kamal Narayan Dwivedi, Banaras Hindu University, India. Number of presenters in the session 1 was 7. Then coming to the session number 2, it was chaired by Professor Radhika Samarasekara and co-chaired by the Dr. Mrs. Menuka Erawawala. The keynote speaker was Dr. Rani Vichravelu from Florida. Number of presenters of that session was 11. Then session number 3, it was chaired by Professor S.M.S. Samarakon and co-chaired by Dr. K.P. K.R. Karunagoda. Keynote speech was given by Dr. Sriram Reddy from India. Number of presenters of that session was 9. Scientific session number 4, chaired by Professor M.S.M. Shifa and co-chaired by Dr. M.C.M. Mahesh. Keynote speech was given by Dr. K.T. Achmal from Kerala, India. Number of presenters was 9. Then scientific session number 5 was chaired by Dr. Padmasiri Ranasinghe and co-chaired by Dr. Chandima Vijayasirivardhana. Keynote speech was given by Dr. J.L.N. Sastry from India. Number of presenters was in that session was 9. Scientific session number 6 was chaired by Professor S.D. Hapuarachi and co-chaired by Dr. S.H.G.S.P. Heva Gilgana. Keynote speech was given by Hansi Professor G. Sudarsanam from India. Number of presenters were 10. Then coming to the scientific session number 7, it was chaired by Professor R.M. Dharmadasa and co-chaired by Dr. Selva Lakshmi Chelvendram. Keynote speech was given by Dr. Rani Prakash. Total number of presenters was 10. Then scientific session number 8, it was chaired by Professor M.U. Izadin Fasana and co-chaired by Dr. M.H.M. Hafiz. Keynote speech was given by Dr. Professor Nafis Bano from India. And number of presenters of that session was 10. Then last session, scientific session number 9, it was chaired by Professor S.P. Molligoda and co-chaired by Dr. K.I.W.K. Somaratna. Keynote speech was given by Professor Sudhira M.W. Ranwala, Faculty of Science, University of Colombo. Number of presenters in this session was 9. That was the summary regarding the scientific session. It is my duty, before ending my speech, I would like to give my sincere thanks and gratitude to all behind this great effort, including the Vice Chancellor, University of Colombo, the Director, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, Professor S. Sudarsanam from India and his team, as well as all the delegates from overseas. Dean, Faculty of Science, Head, Department of Plant Science, Dr. Tilini and Dr. Ruvini and their team, as well as ITI Chairman, Dr. Sirimal Premakumara, Professor Ilmi and their team. And also all the keynote speakers, chairs, co-chairs, presenters of the scientific session, as well as the rapporteurs, and not only that, session coordinators. Then I would like to give my sincere thanks, Head, Study Unit of Ayurveda and Unani, with all the academics. Then I would like to thank all the international and national committee members. And also my sincere thanks will given all the administrative staff, including Deputy Bursa. Then very, very sincere thanks is given to the IT unit of the IIM. All the members, they have dedicated not only these 3 days, they have dedicated around 1 month period. Not only daytime, not only night, day and night, they have dedicated up to the last moment, up to this valedictory session. You are the people given very much valuable support to success this conference. Otherwise, if not happen, it will be very failure, because most of the participants, most of the presenters, most of the delegates link with us via Zoom. So thank you very much, all of you. Finally, I would like to thank all the others, whoever I haven't included by the name or by the post. Please excuse me. I would like to thank all of them who with us from beginning to end. Thank you very much again, the organizers, and have a nice day.
A successful event have one common trait, that is perseverance. Success comes to those who put in strenuous effort towards overcoming challenges despite adverse situations that in the path of progress. Thank you very much, Madam, for highlighting the ICAUST 2022. Dedication is a quality that is possessed by all successful people. An event will be success when focuses and make optimal use of the resources. Those who are dedicated, experience and express gratitude for the means available to them, externally optimistic and make the maximum possible use. Ladies and gentlemen, history was on yesterday, present is on today, and future will be coming tomorrow. To make an unforgettable monument in the upcoming tomorrow, with the experience and memories of yesterday, with the achievements of present, let's move on to looking at the arrangement of the conference journey of International Conference of Ayurveda, Unani, Sidda and Traditional Medicine 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, what a memorable history to the Institute of Indigenous Medicine for the research platform. Let's get together to be happy in this valedictory session with these memories. Since the beginning of time, man has invented, created, and innovated. Each invention began to change and evolve society into a more convenient place. Inventions help individuals and firms to grow, compete, and survive. Every state is education of its youth. Dissemination of knowledge, technology among the society can be a pathway to stimulate the young generation to develop critical thinking on interesting uses of hydroponics, aquaponics, and aeroponics. Now the time has come to announce the winners of International Online Video Competition on interesting uses of hydroponics, aquaponics, and the aeroponics. I would like to invite Senior Lecturer, Department of Plant Sciences, University of Colombo, Dr. Tilini Pereira, to announce the winners for this certification. Over to you, ma'am.
Very much. I'm quite privileged to be here to announce the winners of the competition. I hope you can see my screen. Is my screen visible? No? Right.
Yes.
Now, thank you. And this is the international, we organized an international video competition on interesting uses of hydroponics, aquaponics, and aeroponics from the by the Department of Plant Sciences, University of Colombo. And we have the winners here. And I would like to invite all the winners to switch on their videos. Since this is online, we can't see you for real. So just kindly switch on your videos. And the third place goes to Fatima Katubudin. I hope she's here, and here's a clap for you. It was a very interesting video. And we have two winners for the second place. First one is MPCK Divyanjali. And then the second one is a group project, and that's done by a school. And we have invited two representatives from the group of students from Dharmapala Mahavidyalaya, grade 11 students. And we hope to give the certificates for the entire class because they have done a quite impressive video. So the second place goes to LHG Hansi Danushka of grade 11 for their group project. And then another winner we have invited are Naveen Dilshan, grade 11 for their group project. And the first place winner is, we have our Selvin for his very interesting video on aquaponics. A very short video, but very interesting video. And I hope to play it here. I hope, do we have time for like 5 minutes? I can show it. If the permission granted, I can show the video. Congratulations to everyone. And thank you very much for being with us and participating for this competition.
Yes, madam, you can share the video.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Callum.
And we are going to introduce some aquaponics system. This is the cheapest method that we are establishing here. In these days, Sri Lanka is facing some economical crisis, so we better plan to enhance the protein level of all people. So we are introducing Cancun with tilapia Mozambica fish. You all know that fish have high protein level in the cheapest money. So Cancun also a protein rich source. So we are combine both system in aquaponics way. That pond depth is 60 centimeters. Here you can see 1000 kg polythene with 5 liter water can. We cut it and we provide some waste material as a reuse method. So you can see that fishes are introduced in aquaponics method inside the pond, and above that, here you can see that water can is cut cross section, and the fishes are introduced inside the pond. That fish breed is tilapia Mozambica, and we provided Cancun. And for fish feeding as well as panchakavya, for fish feeding we are providing panchakavya as well as fertilizer also. So the panchakavya, as you all know, the nutrition value for fishes, and also for fertilizer for Cancun. This is a deep aquaponics system. The depth of the pond is 60 centimeter, and the width of the pond is 3 meter, and the length of the pond is 6 meter. And here you can see we lay out some wood material that we collected from waste material, as well as the deep aquaponic systems contain panchakavya solution for fish feed as well as fertilizer intake. So in rotation we can combine the harvest as well. As you can see, this is the simple method in aquaponics that we didn't provide any protected agriculture methods. We provided some waste material as well as old fish net. We covered it from birds or any predator attacks. For optimizing the space between two ponds, we are introducing gotu in pots. Here you can see we can harvest Cancun in 2 weeks, as well as after we harvest, the potting medium for Cancun is we have 1:1 cow dung and coir peat. So bottom of the drinking water, we have provided some holes. So through that holes, the root of the cocoon is connected with deep water. So the waste of the fish material, the waste of the fish material is a fertilizer for cocoon. So cheapest method to provide protein source in this economical crisis, this is the cheapest method. So we can harvest big interval, we can harvest both cocoon. I hope you all get common idea about aquaponics system. Kelum is maintaining our plot, so I am thanking Kelum also for this video. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to congratulate all our winners, and it was a very interesting video, the first place winner. And also I would like to thank our judges, Dr. Diloshi Damunukola from University of Peradeniya and Dr. Pasan Fernando from University of Colombo, to doing all the hard work on choosing the winner. And thank you so much.
Congratulations to all the winners. New generation will be made the pathway to new innovations. 6th International Conference on Medicinal Plants, Herbal Products and Hydroponics, and 8th International Conference on Ayurveda, Unani, Sidda and Traditional Medicine achieved the success with the collaboration of Department of Plant Sciences, University of Colombo and Industrial Technology Institute, Colombo. Now the time has come to express our sincere gratitude for all the personalities behind this event on behalf of the Industrial Technology Institute. I would like to invite Additional Director General, Research and Development, Professor of the Industrial Technology Institute, pioneering industrial research and technology service provider in Sri Lanka. It's my privilege to invite Professor Ilmi Heva Julike to express the vote of thanks to this valedictory session. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your kind introduction. Members of the head table, chairperson and the co-chairperson of the conference of organizing committee, distinguished invitees, fellow scientists, national and international invitees who have joined via our virtual platform, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege for me to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the Industrial Technology Institute, ITI, who is one of the main co-hosting partners of the 6th International Conference on Medicinal Plants, Herbal Products and Hydroponics. As you all know by now, 3 major scientific establishments in Sri Lanka, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, IIM, Department of Plant Sciences, University of Colombo, and the Industrial Technology Institute, Colombo, collaboratively organized this valuable event parallel to other international partners, India, Indonesia, and Thailand, under one theme of Global Ayush Wellness. Being a multidisciplinary premier R&D institution of the country, ITI has more than 65 years rich history of R&D on herbal-based product development and technology commercialization related to related industries, including MSMEs of the country. The 2-day technical sessions and plenary speeches of this valuable conference provided a platform for Sri Lankan scientists, including ITI scientists, to share their R&D outcomes to a wider audience of scientists, academia, Ayurveda practitioners, and industry partners, and get their valuable feedback. Today, we have come to a successful end of the 2-day conference. First of all, I would like to extend our deep gratitude to the conference chairman, Professor D. Sudarsanam, Professor of Botany, SV University, Tirupati, India, and the co-chairperson, Professor Priyani Parnagama, Director IIM, for their valuable guidance and excellent leadership extended throughout the event from inception. On behalf of ITI, let me to convey our deep gratitude and sincere thanks to the organizing committee members of the ICMPHP 6 2022 Sri Lanka, the IIM, and the University of Colombo, with a special note of thanks to Professor Kamal Pereira and Dr. Varathan for organizing this inaugural session and the online technical session and excellent collaboration extended with ITI throughout the event. My special thanks are due to the chairman of ITI, Dr. Sirimal Premakumara, for introducing such a valuable international collaborative event to Sri Lanka and the tremendous support extended to make this event a success. Dear Chairman, sir, we value your leadership and guidance extended from the inception of this event up to today. I wish to thank the Professor Radhika Samarasekara, the Director General of ITI, who has given a tremendous support to make this event a success. Thank you, DG, for your guidance and leadership. I wish to thank all the keynote and plenary speakers, presenters, session chairpersons, and co-chairpersons who facilitated the event. And the chairpersons and co-chairpersons participated from the ITI side as well. I must thank the abstract reviewers and editors for the tremendous support given by them to make this event a success. I wish to thank all the participants who had attended the technical sessions via virtual platform. My special and sincere thanks goes to the Board of Management and the Management Committee of ITI for their valuable support for this conference. Finally, I take this opportunity to thank the conference organizing committee from ITI side who helped me in numerous ways, with a special appreciation note to Dr. Menuka Aralwavala for her hard work and dedication to make this event a success. Thank you once again, all of you who are present here today, and have a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Gratitude allows us to celebrate the present. It magnifies positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve. Thank you very much, madam, for paying your sincere gratitude. Success of the ICAUST 2022 and 6th International Conference on Medicinal Plants, Herbal Products and Hydroponics, with the collaboration of Department of Plant Sciences, University of Colombo, and Industrial Technology Institute, Colombo. There are many shadows behind this event who dedicated immensely. This is the time for the acclamation, their commitment, and adherence in intent. I would like to invite Coordinator, ICAUST 2022, Senior Lecturer, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, University of Colombo, Dr. M.H.M. Huffield, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Conference Chairperson, Professor Sudarsanam, Conference Co-Chairperson and the Director, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, Senior Professor P.A. Parnagaba, Dr. Srimal Premakumar, Chairman, ITI, Conference Secretary General, Dr. Arun Chandan, Head of the Department, Ayurveda, Professor S.P. Molligoda, Head of the Department, Unani, Professor M.S.M. Sifa, respected dignitaries, delegates, professors, my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all. I feel honored to propose this vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee and on my own behalf. We are very much grateful to our chief guest professor for inaugural ceremony, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Colombo, Senior Professor H.D. Karnaratna, for his guidance, continuous support in organizing the conference, and also sparing his valuable time for us and gracing the inaugural function. Thank you, sir. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to Conference Chairperson, Professor G. Sudarsanam, Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati, India, for providing immense support and contribution to make this conference a great success. Sir, words are not enough to thank you for your constant guidance and support in shaping the conference. I must remark a profound sense of gratefulness to the chairperson of the conference and our respected Madam Director, Senior Professor Priyani Parnagama Madam, University of Colombo, for your constant support, encouragement, and guidance for the success of this conference. Thank you very much, Madam. We are immensely thankful to Dr. G. Srimal Premakumara, Chairman, International Advisory Committee of the conference, and the Chairman, Industrial Technology Institute of Sri Lanka. Sir, we are indebted to you for your enormous cooperation, guidance, and advice at every stage of this event from the beginning. I express my hearty gratitude to all the keynote speakers of the inaugural session, Professor Susi Enrani, Dr. Arun Chandan, Dr. P. Hevagamage, Dr. Aruna Veerasurya, Professor Montira, for sharing their graceful words with us at the inaugural function. I owe much gratitude to the keynote speakers of the plenary sessions for delivering in-depth and informative keynote addresses. I would like to place my hearty thanks to all the chairpersons, co-chairpersons, reporters, and session coordinators for their fullest support in completing the scientific session successfully. I would like to take this opportunity to convey our deep regards and thanks to all the presenters for your very interesting and informative presentations. I also wish to express my gratitude to all the foreign and local delegates for their participation in the conference. Thank you so much for attending this conference. Our sincere thanks to all the sponsors, Subodha Ayurveda Private Limited, Himalaya Herbal Sri Lanka, Link Natural Products, Nagarjuna Pharmaceuticals, and Vahakara Hela Osu for your generosity and interest in the conference. It would have been impossible to organize the conference without your support at this juncture. The sponsors are gratefully acknowledged. We are grateful to Professor S.P. Molligara, Head of the Department Ayurveda, and Professor M.S.M. Sifa, Head of the Department Unani, for their fullest support throughout the conference. I extend my gratitude to Secretary General Dr. Arun Chandan and all the international organizing secretaries, Dr. Rajbir Singh, Dr. Amistar, Dr. Montira, Professor Ilmi Hevajulige for their hard work and excellent support to make this conference successful. We have been fortunate enough to backed by the organizing secretary, Professor Patirige Kamal Pereira, and conference coordinator, Ayurveda Dr. P.R. Varathan, Dr. Ruani Maya Kadua, and Dr. Tilini Pereira, conference coordinators of Department of Plant Sciences, University of Colombo, who are well-versed, very proactive, dedicated in their jobs towards the successful completion of this conference. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheel started rolling months ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. A big thank you to all the chairpersons, members of the subcommittees of Institute of Indigenous Medicine. They are supported all the possible ways to organize and conclude this conference quite successfully. My sincere thanks to administrative staff of Institute of Indigenous Medicine for their help and support at the various stages of this conference. I would like to thank the head of the IT section, Professor S.M. Samarakon, for his immense assistance. We express our sincere thanks to the people who work behind the scene to make this event happen. The IT team, Mr. Ruan Kohambakanda, Mr. Nalindra Balasurya, Mr. Lahiru Chamara, Mr. Buddhika Rajguru, and Mr. Jayakodi and Mr. Saman Pereira were working day and night to complete this event successfully. I would be failing in my duty if I did not thank the compeers, Dr. Dilupa, Dr. Ishara, and Mr. Charit Minipurarachi for their enormous and effective contribution. I'm also very grateful to all the non-academic staff of Institute of Indigenous Medicine for their enormous cooperation. I apologize if I forgot to mention anyone who helped towards the successful completion of this international conference. It is fair to conclude that conference was a great success. Many people have contributed in so many ways to turning this event into a smoothly running meeting with very interesting presentations. And this was a very good atmosphere for discussion and networking. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I would like to thank all you present here and joining virtually for making the time to be with us this afternoon for the valedictory section and helping us making this event a grand success. Once again, we thank you for being with us this afternoon. It has been a great pleasure and have a pleasant day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for paying sincere gratitude to all the personalities behind this successful journey. With this, that we can proudly express that the 6th ICMPHP and 8th ICAUST was a successful event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make today a remarkable milestone in the history of Institute of Indigenous Medicine. I would like to invite all the dignitaries, delegates, participants to switch on the camera to capture a group photo. Let's get together to paint the fascinating scenery to make the memories alive. Please switch on your camera. Much. Let's make these memories to be alive in the history of the Institute of Indigenous Medicine as well as in the research platform in the globe. Success story present to the globe today is absolutely a result of great responsiveness, accountability, adaptability, dedication, and higher levels of communication. Without the support of the sponsors, this event would not be successful. It's my privilege to pay our gratitude and spare some time for acclamation, being gratefulness to all the sponsors who gave us the immense support. This time is to memorize the hand-to-hand caring and sharing our needs to make this event a success. I would like to memorize Subodha Ayurveda products as the platinum sponsorship and Himalaya and Wellness Company as the gold sponsorship. Beam Hela Osu Lanka Private Limited, Vaharakar Hela Osu, Link Natural Products, and Nagarjuna Herbal Limited as the bronze sponsorships. Thank you very much for your immense support to make this event success. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make the memories in the research history. Institute of Indigenous Medicine proudly present the new innovations, making new platforms to the new generation. Now we are making the pathway. We can be proud in the history of the Institute of Indigenous Medicine. Now I would like to invite a guidance and good practice resource for the leadership development of early career researchers and academics based on research. This dissemination examines how inventions can be created to solve problems and to spark new technologies. I would like to invite Regional Director Regional-cum Facilitation Center, National Medicinal Plants Board, North Region, Joginder, Nagar, India, Dr. Arun Chandan to address this STEAM valedictory session.
Namaste friends, this is Dr. Arun Chandan here. I come from northern part of India and I live in Himachal Pradesh. It's a small state in Himachal Pradesh, close to Jammu Kashmir, and I work on medicinal plant sector, particularly the medicinal plants which are used in indigenous system of medicine, like Ayush systems we popularly call them in India. So, you know, there are 6 Indian systems of medicine, the Ayush systems here in India. You can say the codified Indian systems of medicine or the Ayush systems. If I speak of Ayush, A stand for Ayurveda, Y stand for Yoga and Naturopathy, U for Unani, S for Sidda, H for Homeopathy. And now there is a 6th system which is now called Swarigpa. Swarigpa is a system which is popularly practiced by Tibetan system of medicine, Tibetan people. But in Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh, we call it Amchis, or we call it Bhot Chikitsa Paddhati. Yeah. So the beauty of all these Ayush systems is that 90% of the raw material which is used by these systems to manufacture medicines, that comes from the medicinal plant sources. And those medicinal plant sources, generally more than 70% of the raw material, there has been a tradition to extract them from the wild. So we are harvesting those medicinal herbs from the wild since long. On the event of introduction of Biodiversity Act in India in 2002, and after Neoga Protocol, and even having rules of biodiversity in place in 2014, the extraction of wild resources has been restricted under the forest laws. And it has been now envisaged that any raw material which comes out of the forest or which is extracted from the forest, the users or the buyers or the commercial entities, they have to return back the ABS, excess benefit sharing, to the communities who are extracting these resources from the wild. And Government of India has given thrust to make People's Biodiversity Registers, PBRs, and through that mechanism, all healers, all agricultural innovations, traditional knowledge of agriculture, forestry, and so on, that has been well documented in the People's Biodiversity Registers, PBRs. On the other side, these PBRs are empowering communities to come forward, to know more about their resources, to know more about their uses, go for filing GIs, and working on some intellectual property right protection on those resources. So this is one story. On the other side, you see, it has been very well mentioned in the classical texts of Ayurveda. There is a quotation, I'm just going to speak in Sanskrit. That is, yes, deshasya yojantu tajyam tasya aushadam hitam. So it is said that if we go for documentation of local flora of an area, and if we go to find out the disease profile of that particular area, there is a relationship between the local flora and the occurrence of diseases. And it is said very clearly that 70 to 80% of the diseases which occur in a particular area are treatable or preventable with the use of local resources, which is true in many of the cases. Many times it is more than 70% true statement. I work for National Medicinal Plants Board. It has 7 regional centers across the country. I look after Northern region, in which we work with 7 North Indian states like Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Delhi. So, see, our primary work is basically to cater to all needs related to medicinal plant sector. So just allow me to make a small presentation through which I'll take you to the story of our work on medicinal plants in this region. And I would like to tell you that we have, you see, approximately 10,000 manufacturing unit, industrial units. Those are working in manufacturing of medicinal plants. We have a lot of homeopathic units. We have a lot of Ayurvedic units, Sidda units. They are making number of medicines. So as I said, the number is 10,000, and the consumption of raw material, I will be just citing in my presentation next. On the other side, it is also true that 80% of the world's population depends on medicinal plants for their healthcare needs. It's a statement by WHO. And you see, the reason is these traditional medicine systems, they are affordable and accessible even to the poor people. They can go to the forest, they can go to their kitchen garden, they can go to their fallow lands and bring certain medicinal plants, identify them, make the medicine and get relief. That is the reason majority of the population is using this. And you see, the plant-based medicine have their holistic and preventive healthcare value along with their nutritional value. As I said, formally, Ayush systems, there are medicines manufactured, and now you see certain medicinal plants have been brought under food supplement category in India. There are 436 medicinal plants. Those have been now categorized under single food supplements. They do find mention in Ayush systems. They do find mention in food supplements. And similarly, new regulation of nutraceuticals is in place in India also, in which combination of medicinal herbs with minerals and other products can be put forth as a product for marketing and all that. As I told you that 90% of the raw material of all these medicinal plants that come from wild, first they are the medicinal plants, and then secondly, majority of these raw material comes from the wild. And if you see, the traditional medicine is basically what? It's a knowledge of plant genetic resources. They are the traditional cultural expressions. And similarly, the global demand for traditional medicine and associated products has risen significantly. And then this knowledge, protection of plant genetic resources and traditional cultural expressions, crafts, languages, health practices, ritual, customs, songs, handicrafts, textiles, hymens, religious practices, protection practices of natural resources, this all comes into the traditional knowledge. You see, the research and innovation of traditional knowledge is basically making knowledge holders or the providers vulnerable. The healers is basically making them vulnerable, because in the recent past, we have seen that a lot of leads are there in place to find out the novel molecules, or even some nutritional product development and all that. So reason being that most of the traditional medicine and associated products is increased demand across the globe, even after the COVID situation. There is a threat, there is a vulnerability of misappropriation with the healers or the people who are involved into collection and this thing. And similarly, there is a challenge of sustainability. There is always a fear of overexploitation. There is always a fear of sustainability, because as a result, many of the species, they have either became endangered, rare, threatened, or they have entered into the list of red data book of IUCN. And then you see, in India, this National Intellectual Property Rights IPR Policy 2016 has been put place, in which great impetus has been given on commercial value of traditional medicine knowledge. If I go through the global demand of medicinal plants, you see, we were expecting an annual growth at the rate of 7%. This is based on the figures, which is based on the research. But now, after 2021, this demand has multiplied many folds. And if I take you to the demand side, you see the classification. See, 2,500 are all species which are used in the codified systems of medicine. Ayurveda is using 1,587, Sidda 1128, Unani 503, Shorik Part 253, and then homeopathy 468, and Western medicine they are using 192 species. So after this, if you see the segmentation, where this raw material is used basically, in addition to ASU, Ayurveda, Sidda, Unani and homeopathy formulation, proprietary and ethical products are there in the market. And then there are herbal cosmetics, herbal teas, functional foods, nutraceutical, extract, phytochemicals, resin, gums, flavors and fragrances, aromatic oils, aromatherapy, culinary herbs and spices, and then veterinary herbal products. You know, veterinary is also a big area in which most of the raw material is again used from Ayurveda, or even the traditional healing practices are there under veterinary. Now I'll take you through a tour to the value chain, supply chain of medicinal plant sector. Particularly, this is with reference to India, and I'm sure similarly the biodiversity-rich countries will have the situation similar like to us. We will be speaking of medicinal plant sector. Upper side, we will be talking of wild collection. Downside, we will be talking of cultivation. And if we speak of wild collection, I told you there are unsustainable harvesting practices in place. And Ministry of Ayush, National Medicinal Plant Board has come up with the good field collection practices protocols in place. They are provided in the shape of trainings to the farmers or the people who are extracting these medicinal herbs or the other products from the forest. And then there is a thrust on certifications. There is a voluntary certification scheme by Government of India, under which it is encouraged that if the farmers or the collectors are following GFCPs, then there must be a process of certification so that they get the good price of their produce. You know, once this global demand has increased considerably, there is a demand that now the buyer is interested to buy the product with traceability. And there is a provision of issuing a certificate to this effect. If all the protocols are followed, then this traceability can also be ensured. Second interesting thing which we are involved in, we are supporting the state biodiversity boards. You know, every state of India has a state biodiversity board, and we have a national biodiversity authority. This is as a result of CBD, which has happened to on this. This was a conventional biological diversity recommendation, and then this biodiversity management committee, which is functional, which has been constituted at the panchayat level, at the local self-governance, the lowest statutory organization, that is Gram Panchayat. So their biodiversity management committees have been constituted, and they are empowered to deal with the situation of extraction, conservation, biodiversity management, and all that. So this is the part in which the wild collection is dealt in. And if I go on the side of cultivation, see, cultivation of medicinal plants is a big challenge actually. So there are mixed type of experiences. Some people are doing good in cultivation, they are making good money, but some people they are toiling, they are trying, but they are not able to get good crops or the good quality seeds and all that. So there are different kind of things which are moving across the country. But here, our focus area is basically we are working on assured crop price. See, there has to be a assured crop price for the farmers whosoever cultivates any medicinal plants. So we are compiling information. We are going for local field trials with the farmers. We are going for local trials with the institutions, research institutions, so that a minimum price can be worked out for the farmers, so that it can be negotiated with the pharmaceutical industry and so on. Similarly, certification and then good agricultural practices they are in place. And my office, National Medicinal Plants Board, has succeeded to bring out agrotechniques of 106 medicinal plants. They are freely available. They are open source. They are available on our website or on our application. They can be accessed. And similarly, two more challenges are there in this sector. They are quality planting materials and these varieties. You see, farmers, they don't get quality planting material, certified quality planting material. There are challenges. You see, industries, they are looking for good chemotype cultivars varieties, good genotype varieties cultivars. So there is, although a lot of projects, research is going on in this country, but there are challenges that varietal diversity is brought, is even delivered to the farmers level. So there are challenges in that. So we are trying to facilitate all this process together in term of research projects, as well as in terms of taking farmers or even bringing all these stakeholders together into one room. And then next issue comes the harvesting time, seasonality, and then quality control. You see, quality control is a big concern in this country these days, because on the event of having increased demand globally, lot of processed drugs are being sold outside India now, and there is a thrust that the authentic raw material should be made available to the industries, or industries, they start consuming authentic raw material. So this authenticity of the ascertaining authenticity of the raw material is a big challenge, basically cumbersome. It needs a lot of cost and all that. So our stress is basically to lessen the gap between the lab and the farmer. So bringing or innovating some new things, new ideas, we are trying to bring out quality, authenticity of the quality raw material to the stakeholders. Similarly, this thing is basically linked to the year-long livelihood assurance, basically. So this is a question again, that if a small or marginal farmer start growing medicinal plants in some part of his land, in addition to his grains and all that, so there must be assurance of the livelihood throughout the year. We have succeeded to get our convergence with the existing government schemes of various other departments like Rural Development, Food Processing Ministry, micro and medium industries department like MSME in India we have. So this convergence is really now they have started delivering results for the farmers. Once this produce is collected from the wild or is harvested from the fields of the farmers, see, again, I'll take back to you to the cultivation part. There are certain challenges again. See, there are technologies, there are machines, equipments for the large farmers. Studies of successful people, failure stories, knowledge, and stakeholders profiling and all that is done under this publication. So if I speak of the approach, in India, you see there is a very good ecosystem these days. If we go with the Government of India scheme, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi has taken lead on his government, and there are a lot of schemes in various departments. Those can be converged together. And in Ministry of Ayush, Honorable Minister and Honorable Secretary, Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji is working with very positive approach, with very comprehensive and innovative approaches to infuse knowledge of Ayurveda to the communities by strengthening various departments and activities of ministry. So under the able guidance of CEO and Deputy CEO of National Medicinal Plants Board, we are spread across the country. And here I would like to highlight that there is a scope to work with Skill India. Biodiversity Act, ABS, I already told you. You see, we always have been discussing to find out the carrying capacity of nature. You see, there are tools in place through which we can find out which species is having in abundance or may become endangered or extinct in the coming times. So this kind of interventions, basically, we do propose with various stakeholders. Similarly, Startup India, I told you, is a very good ecosystem here. Herbs and food, herbs as food and food as medicine. And we have Khadi and Village Industry Commission, that KVIC in place. We have an ecosystem of incubators, accelerators under the Ministry of MSME, under the Department of Science and Technology, under ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So there are number of schemes, Ministry of Food Processing, those can be brought together to make reality that medicinal plants really contributes to double or triple the income of the farmers in this country. So with this description, with this presentation, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the audience, all the scientific community who are connected under this national conference or under this session. I even welcome you all that there is a scope, there is a hope, and there is a need that all the respected scientists who are working in the various components of supply chain management of medicinal plant sector, they please should come together, join hands together, share their knowledge, exchange their knowledge to strengthen the supply chain of the medicinal plant sector and help the deserving farming community and help them to even earn the respectable income that can contribute to the sustenance of their families and help the Mother Earth to grow sustainably natural, organic, medicinal plants, herbs, vegetables, or any other millets or material which is required to be consumed by the communities at their household level. So with this small note, I would like to once again thank you all and the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be able to come forward for this presentation. And I extend my sincere thanks to all the stakeholders and the listeners. Thank you very much. We'll meet again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir, for your great thoughts to this conference and valedictory session. On this valedictory session of 6th ICMPHP and 8th ICAUST, in order to dissemination the knowledge in the IIM, created the research platform, and this is the 8th pathway of directing the society and young generation to the research era. We're proud to inform that we conducted the inauguration ceremony successfully, and we had 13 scientific sessions from 7 to 9 October 2022. Uplifting the theme of global Ayush wellness, we conducted this event. We were privileged the presence of the chief guest, Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo. And I would like to memorize the distinguished keynote speakers, dignitaries, and to the 8th ICAUST and to the 6th ICMPHP 2022. Research is the search again for unknown to known. With these more collaborations, more participants, national and international delegates, we conducted this conference. We created the best platform to participate the young researchers, innovators to achieve their success in the research pathway. Ladies and gentlemen, Institute of Indigenous Medicine, by conducting 8th ICAUST with 6th ICMPHP, created the great bridge to join hand in hand in the new knowledge. This is not the end, but only an initiation of another new chapter. Let's hopefully meet at the 9th ICAUST 2023. It's my privilege to pay the gratitude to all the organizers. A pessimist always see the obstacles in a task, but optimists always see the success through the obstacles. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the time to overcome all the obstacles and get together for make our country proud. Now, let's move on and let's meet on another successful event. Thank you very much for joining us with this valedictory session. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Sri Lanka Mata, Abba Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata. Sundara Siddharini, Surani Ati Sobhamana Lanka. Danya Dhanaya Mekamal Valatulu Giri Jaya Guru Rangya. Abba Sri